Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is an NFC North divisional matchup featuring two really good wide receivers. It's Jordy Nelson going up against Alshon Jeffrey.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Wentz going to give this one to Blount. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this. Woo!
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Two times.
Now Wentz. The connection made. It's Graham. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He'll run it here with Blount, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Double tight.
Done. 120.
4 down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Kill.
Sunday. 120.
Out.
Play fake to Blount. Now it's Wentz. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
319.
Watch 8.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Last stop.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
319.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Watch left. I'm going to run you over.
319.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight left. Hey.
319.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
319. Zoom. Over. Right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
4 down.
319.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
330. Hey, Lex.
Tight dog.
They'll run with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Watch tight end. On. 5 down. Stand up in. 90 is a mic.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Martellus Bennett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319! 319!
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
No.
4 down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
No. 319!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
319!
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Hurry up!
Come on, guys. 55.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Man left. Hey, 4 down.
319! 319!
90 is a Mike.
319!
Hey, keep it up.
319!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
got tight left, tight ends left. Hey.
319.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now Blunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Kill.
Check 3.
Here we go. Fly.
Mike 50.
Set. 120.
Come to my world. We want it.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Set. 280.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to look deep now, and he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Kill.
Check. Check. Crunch.
Play action. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Curry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Working from the gun, Wentz hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Sunday.
Now Wentz again. Going deep here for Landry. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So 2nd and 10 here. So that'll back him up 5.
Watch tight end.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Shift together here from the D-line.
319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, finding room at the 30, and they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Blue 58.
Hey.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. Being chased, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Back.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Double tight. We got 4.
319.
90 is a Mike.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side, Bennett. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
319. 26. Hold.
Flare.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Strong left. Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Double tight.
319.
Check. 4 down.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
319.
Hey. You got 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Budge, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Sunday.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Tight end right.
Hey, stat.
4 down. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
319.
You got 4.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
319.
90 is a Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay. And eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
319.
Mike, 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
319. Oko, over here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Little 58 on. 319.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Defense showing blitz.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got 2 down.
Easy. 319.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And running with power here. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing now is Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. About 3 yards there to the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Go. Sunday.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Now a desperation. And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles in a